two types of people in this world, okay? And only two. People who danced at school dances and the people who didn't. And yes, before you ask, not going counts as not dancing. And I can get along with both types of people, but I tend to bond more with the non-dancers. And you have to pick a fucking side because there's a war coming and it's not gonna look pretty because half of us can't fucking dance. Oh guys, I am going to die. So like you hit that for gas, but there's also pedals. We're going so fast. I'm gonna get one. Ah! It's the best. Instead of buying lottery tickets, start buying like cheap stocks instead, okay? Because you're gonna get the same rush of gambling because it is gambling, but your odds of getting rich off that shit are way higher. Hey, look at me using my math degree. Okay, so the X% of Y is the Y% of X. It makes mental math so much easier. So like 7% of 50 is 50% of 7, which is 3.5. If you're ever bored in class or like need to get out of a fucking meeting, just stand up and walk out of the room staring at your phone very quickly. Nobody's gonna fucking question you and it's gonna give you time to think of a decent excuse. So I casually make a post on Instagram, okay, because I'm curious, and I asked, have you guys ever had a dream about me? And if so, what was it about? And oh my god, I didn't realize how many of you wanted to fuck me. Huh? I made a pass at you first? No, what the fuck? I bitch slapped you? It's kind of hard to dream when I'm up thinking about you. This one's unacceptable. No, my feet. I'm just confused though because I'm basically the Bill Nye the Science Guy at TikTok, and while I'm up here talking about penguins and shit, y'all can't stop thinking about how much you wanna. Everybody, listen the fuck up. This video is mostly for TikTok creators, but TikTok might suppress this video. Even though what I'm saying is true, it's not the best look. TikTokers are the most underpaid social media people ever, especially when you take into consideration how many views we bring to the platform and how much money we make for brands. Calm down, I can already hear you guys typing, okay? I'm not bringing this up to be like, oh my god, I'm not making enough money. That's not the point. The point is, a lot of TikTokers are so new at this that they have no idea how much they're actually worth. The brands know, but they're not gonna tell you that, so it's all up to you. I've been talking to TikTokers for years about how much they make, and it always blows me away how much we undersell ourselves. Recently, I've learned that brands will pay a white creator 4 to 5 times more than a black creator. That's fucked up. If you're a creator that has no idea how much they're worth, please hit me up on Instagram. I can help you figure all that out. I can help you with negotiating tips. I can help you find an agency. Let me help you, please.
White man on Twitter say, if you do not own a gun, you do not have a right to speak on gun control. And I can't help but wonder when the men in Congress grew vaginas, how they got so much to say about mine, my rights, as if contraception be a deadly thing. By all means, purchase an AR-15. But God forbid you be a woman in need of reproductive freedom. This country be a double standard disguised as morals. Be a room full of dicks sticking their head in women's business without consent. This is the country we live in. A place that would rather protest women's rights than protect them. And I tell him, we do not need your permission. Have never needed a politician telling us what to do with our own bodies. The same bodies that birth and bleed on their own, but somehow now require your assistance. Public cervix announcements. You cannot legislate our legs into labor and expect rage should not be a rational reaction. Autonomy means not your business.
Surgeons used to operate on infants without anesthesia, like open heart surgeries and shit, because they thought that babies couldn't feel pain. They stopped it, thankfully, but they stopped it in the 80s. There was a dolphin that committed suicide after its handler got fired because it was jerking off the dolphin. The only part of your reflection that you can lick is your tongue, and this bothers me way more than it should. Like, go to the mirror and try it. I promise you, only your tongue. So if you ever get a paper cut, okay, one way to heal it immediately and get rid of the pain is chapstick. Yeah, that works. There are a lot of ways to get rid of the hiccups, but one way that I stick by because it resets your diaphragm is sticking a pen in your mouth and then drinking some water. My dad was a beekeeper for a little bit, so I got to learn about all the benefits from raw honey, and one thing that it can do is actually get rid of acne scars. So you just put a little bit on your face and then wipe it off after a few hours. Hey, you want to know why I don't feel safe in this apartment anymore? Well, I mean, it could have been the fact that somebody leaked my phone number and my address. Phone number, easy to change. Address, multiple men came to my apartment looking for JS. Too stupid to know my actual name. So I had to move. I mean, joke's on you guys, this place is a lot nicer than my studio. A lot. Big fuck you to those who support cancel culture, but hey, if you don't and you kind of like looking at this stupid ass face, okay, the least you could do is go check out my comeback to YouTube, because that's right, I'm back. Also, let me know what kind of dog you think I'm gonna get on Tuesday, and I'll give you a hint, okay? It's a big one.
Music peaked when I was 15 years old.
You know, there is an actual psychological reason why the music from your teens and early 20s is gonna be your favorite and like stick with you forever. Between the ages of 12 and 22, your brain is going through rapid growth, and it basically wires all the music you listen to up there permanently. Your neural pathways connect all these heightened emotions that you're feeling because of hormones to your favorite songs. Make sure that you're listening to as much music as you can during this time, because you'll be setting yourself up for some super strong lifelong nostalgia. Also, because people ask, here's some of my favorite music that I've been listening to for years. If you have an iPhone and some Apple brand headphones and want to listen into a conversation in another room, go to settings, hit control center, and add hearing to the list. Make sure you're connected to the headphones. Then click the ear button, turn it on, leave one headphone in your ear and the other headphone in the room you want to listen into, and you'll be able to hear everything. If your phone's ever dying and you need to save the battery, don't turn it off because it's going to waste so much power. Instead, just turn on airplane mode and then low power mode. But if you want your phone to charge faster, turn low power mode off. If you ever have a song stuck in your head but you can't remember the name of it, there's this app called Madomi that lets you sing or hum a song, and it'll tell you the name of it. Exit light, enter night, take my hand, we're off to Never Never Land. Look at that, top result, enter Sandman Metallica. So I got a puppy yesterday. Everybody meet Astro. Astro, meet everybody. Neither one of us has slept more than an hour. He refuses to pee outside, but he'll happily piss all over his bed. Little to no interest in his toys. Loves my hair. He's under the impression that he's a lap dog, like he's not gonna be bigger than me in a couple months. I also took you to the vet this morning and I had to put you in your carrier crate, and then you decided to shit all over it. You shit all over it. You shit all over it. I didn't want the vet to think that I'm a bad dad or anything, so I cleaned it, but as soon as we got to the parking lot, he threw up. Look at his face, he's just so cute. Oh my God, I love you. I love you. And now he has the hiccups. Okay, so I know this advice sounds weird coming from noodle arms here, but when you go to throw a punch, don't clench your fist until the last second, okay? Because you waste so much power clenching the whole time. I may or may not have been in a few fights. Apple juice raises the acetylcholine levels in your brain, so if you drink a glass of it before bed, you'll have insanely vivid dreams. The Muppets are trying to kill me. Let's say you have a room full of smoke. You can clear out the smell pretty quickly with a wet towel and just go and fucking ham with it. This helps because Astro likes taking bong rips in the house. That says Astro. Hi, Astro. Today is the day that I get a dog. I take care of a human, not a human. I like want to eat treats. I can barely take care of myself at this point, and now I have to take care of like a living being. I'm gonna be a dad. I know you're gonna love me eventually. I know. Gotcha. This is the house. The living